And your gold medal champion is... Well, you'll have to wait and find out for that one. I was on the state 4x4 team for my high school last year, St. John's here. And going into the start of the track season, we knew we'd had a good shot at breaking the record, which was a 3:34.6, and it was set in 1969, so it had stood for 52 years up to this point. And we were working real hard. We knew we'd had a good shot at it, but after our first practice, it didn't go too well, and I got sick after my first practice, which normally is something that happens to me after I do any type of workout. I tend to get sick, and yeah, it did not go well for the first about week of practice. But we chugged through, and we're working real hard. Our first meet, we had a pretty bad time of about 3:41, and after about 2-3 more meets, we'd worked that time down to about a 3:35, and our fourth leg and our first leg, which was me, were working real hard. We'd stayed after practice, got our handoffs down right, and up to the Smith Center Invitational, which was about halfway through the season. We hadn't lost a meet yet, but our second leg dropped the baton during the middle of the race, and we ended up getting third. So that was pretty sore defeat for us, and it was kind of a hard loss because we hadn't lost up to that point yet. And we bounced back from that the next meet. We'd ran our best time. We were real close to the record. It was about a 3:34.9, and we were real close. So we knew it was within reach, and at this point we were ranked third in the state for our 4x4 in 1A. But after that, it was our Rock Hills Invitational meet, which was when we raced against Hanover for the first time. And we'd had a bit of a grudge against the Hanover boys because we got beat pretty bad by them in the first round of state basketball. So we kind of felt like we had something to prove against them. And even though we ran our best time yet and broke the school record, which had stood for 52 years, we got second to Hanover, and that was a pretty hard loss. And we knew that we had to run a lot better to be able to beat them in state. So regionals came around. We had a pretty bad race, and we ended up getting second, but we still punched our ticket to state. And at state, Hanover ran in the first heat because they didn't have a very good regional time either, but we were in the second heat. So after the first heat got done, Hanover ran a really good time of 3:33.4, a time that we had yet to beat, and we're about a second off of beating. But our final race of the season, the 1A state 4x4, we ran a 3:33.05, which was our best time ever by about a second and a half. And we ended up getting first for the 1A 4x4 state title. And afterwards, I got sick after this 400, so I got to start my season getting sick and end my season getting sick. But overall, it was a great time, and at the beginning of the season, we'd wanted to win state, and that's what we got to do. So yeah.